I don't know if everybody else is noticing this, if I'm just noticing this because I just started looking into this type of behavior by mainstream media again. Like I don't even watch television, so I don't see the ads. I saw somebody do an ad on a Pizza Hut ad, what I'm gonna include in this video. And I was like, really? Like they're mocking people who don't believe in the moon landing? Like, let's be serious. The moon, we did not go to the moon. But millions of Americans will tell you we did, and these commercials are here only to reinforce that notion. Here's one from Progressive that I saw somebody do a breakdown of. I don't know what a lot of people have thumbs this down already. Maybe somebody has done a video on this, but check this out because they're getting ready for something. That's just my opinion anyway. Look at this ridiculous commercial.
Progressive claims to show people their competitors' strengths alongside their direct rate to save you money. But what's really going on?
So, like, obviously this is a direct attack on theorists. The blue, the cyan, the red, like, it couldn't be any more obvious. Blue and red symbolism.
We played backwards at running speed and can clearly hear.
Like making the movement just look completely ludicrous. Making anybody looking into the media and criticizing it and saying that shit is fake, making it just look ridiculous. Like as if we reverse stuff and do stuff like that. Most of it is just presenting like ridiculous crisis actors, ridiculous anchors, just information that doesn't line up. It's pretty simple to see, but yet they try to make it look like we're doing all this complicated crap. And then you have that right there.
They're just commercials.
They're just...
Are they?
You're waking the neighbors.
Well, Mom, maybe the neighbors need to be woke.
I think it's
You know, let me go back here. It's just like the Illuminati.
They're just commercials.
Or,
Tom, doubting Thomas, always doubting everything.
No, really. I know 3 things for a fact. 1, the moon landing was fake. 2, the moon is also fake. And 3, this steel has Illuminati written all over it. I mean, think about it. Are you a hologram?
What?
The 6...
They zoom in through an owl. I know the commercials joking on the stuff, but it is literally bizarre. $6.99, like more like $6.66.
99 any deal. Is it proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut?
I'm not really gonna go too much into other things I've been seeing, but for instance, real quick, the Leafy is here. If you think that his channel, he just spontaneously comes out with videos day by day, and that they're him naturally reacting to the internet, you're a complete idiot. He is maybe in the beginning of his life stages on the internet, like his channel maybe was composed of original content, whatnot, but he's up to 4.9 million now, so everything he does is probably handed down to him from a handler. And if you think differently, I don't know, try to prove me wrong, I guess. Just look at his latest videos. They just look so staged. They got some wild ass dude or something that is supposedly mad at him, and he makes videos. They go on back and forth. All these channels work in cahoots with each other to boost each other's views, and they don't really give a crap. They're all sellouts. So you're not going to get real info on them. It just creeped me out to see that Truth Media Revolution was spotlighted. And basically, in my opinion, anybody that's questioning the media and saying that it's fake is spotlighted right now. And you see it in those commercials. You see it on these children's YouTube channels that are advertisements as well. As much as people don't want to believe that, everything is part of the agenda. You can't really trust anybody out here on the net. Yeah, so the mocking, I think, is not only is it in the ads, it's always been there, but I really think they ramped it up lately because there was a black moon. Black moons and mystic traditions symbolize new beginnings, and it just so happened that this one was on a Jewish holiday, and I think Australia has one at the end of the month. We're seeing the next phase now. They just stepped it up. The absolute ridiculousness of the shootings and the photos and the mocking, the tongue out, everything here. The superhero, they're just trying to flex the elasticity of the experience of this crisis acting. Like the worst of an event they can pull off and still have the majority of the people believe it, the better it is for them. They're not trying to make these things look like real productions. They're trying to make them look as phony as possible. Because what it does is we continue to see it, we continue to point it out, and when these people watch it with their egos and their pride and their inability to see through the media delusions, they're obviously going to deny what we say, and all that does is reinforce their original perception. It doesn't make it any, like, we're not weakening their perception of this. It's actually strengthening it in a bad way, in a way we don't want. And that's why sometimes I feel like the reporting of this stuff is not even worth it, because what it does, or when you try to talk about it word of mouth, people just like will refuse to see your view, not even for a second. And you got to understand that some of my views definitely change, but they are changing because of research and because of hard work. And you sit there and you talk to people that do not even spend a minute looking into stuff. They just spew back the rhetoric of the fucking news channel, and they think they are somewhat like brilliant to the world and how it works. It's ludicrous. It really is. And then with the images of this like monster thing, like this is just effective marketing in action. Like this is coming from somebody that had extensive schooling in marketing. They triangulate, repetition is key. They triangulate things. You heard them saying evacuate, evacuate, evacuate. You think that's by mistake? No. Things work in threes. And, they're calling the storm monster. They're making it look like a freaking monster. The words they're using to describe it are monstrous words. Like, they're hitting the people with this nonsense. It's just like I said, like, this stuff is so fucking easy for us to see that it's junk. This is a computer generated image. Maybe it was close to looking like this, and then the guy came in, bulged out the nose, put little gray areas in between here and the teeth, made it come up, had it red. Red and yellow are the strongest colors in marketing advertisement. You can look it up. I mean, do I even need to explain that? McDonald's, pretty much any restaurant includes red. It makes you hungry. It makes you anxious. This is so basic. And I don't know if it's because of my schooling that I am able to see through media advertisement, because that's all it is. There is no ads. The whole thing is an ad. They put the ads in there so that you think that there's a spectrum. It is, every last thing of it is an ad piece. It's a piece of propaganda. Just shut your TV off if you're not going to use your intelligence to decipher that fact. Because here I am explaining this. Some people get it. Some people get it. Some people aren't even in this research movement and not looking into it that deep, but just go, come on, like they're making this into a face. And they may not even understand that their world is even more controlled than even that. But then you tell people that are like, no, like that, they're not doing that. It's like, what do you tell them? What do you tell them? They are doing this. They have been doing this. There's people that have been controlling humanity for thousands of years. Your little 80-year lifespan, if that, you're just focused on your own self-importance and you cannot see the bigger picture. That's all it is.